Okay, but asking him to stipulate about the purse. So Ionami Abid had he also would only make one purse. Asking him to stipulate about it. Rashi is asking stipulate. Masne imatibur it stipulates with the congregation the chalkum mukol abad to divide into anyone who comes. Rashi is onamasnu inami lomas. To refund, I to divide the to make a stipulation I don't even need. The kol the cause yes I the also because anyone who comes is for my on my das is coming. Rashi says the kol the us it would say small to the kupa. Then when it comes to give money to the tzedakah box or whatever tzedakah, the kupa tzedakah, then he's for his das. I mean he's whatever Rashi decides. Well, Amanda Inan, yeah, similarly, and whoever needs it, I give it to him. Hana Beitra, there's these two people, these two butchers. The Abdir in Yana Bahani does, they made an agreement with each other. The Choman, the oven, the Yom, the family, anyone who works on there is his friend. The Queen of the Mishka, we're going to cut up his leathers. Also, Chaminai of the Abba Biyom, the family, one of them went and worked on the day of his friends. Called the Mishka and he ripped up his leathers. Also, the Rabba gave him from Rabba Chayvin and Rabba Lashant Lashlumin, and Rabba obligated him to pay for the leathers of, even though it was with the deal. Nash is in Yana Tanai, is a stipulation, the Mishka for his, or Hamham on the skin of the animal that she gets shafted. It's remembered by Shilm Shalm, a question from Yom Shalm to Rabba. If he does them and says you can sort of you can punish for the people or knas for their decisions and their cuttings. Rabba didn't respond to him anything. Amar Papa says Shab Rabba the law how does it mean to make it's good they didn't respond to anything. How do you really hit to the level Adam Pasha? Only when there's not a Pasha person. Abu Hake the Adam Pasha when there is a Pasha person, uncle can be nigh who the master's on their power to make a stipulation that goes by the Pasha person, and there's Rabba here that's Pasha. Okay. That's not a little bit. Okay. You don't calculate by tzedakah. Rashi says, to say, where did you give them? Moshe Gavis and the money which you collected. You don't ask, you don't calculate with the tzedakah in the gamis with the people who are collected in that tzedakah, or the officials of the tzedakah. A little bit hegdish in the gizbar, not with hegdish by the attendants of the I guess hegdish attendants. Obviously, and Riley, there's no proof of the matter. Therefore, there's a hint of the matter. Shneimers the Pasuk says, "Lo yifashbes hanoshim asher yisnu," and he can calculate the men which he gave, as the case of ayadim the money to them. Let's say to give to the people who do the work. Kiba amnam himosim because they were doing with trust. Rashi Shin Riley, the low begavit tzedakah. That Pasuk is not talking about the collectors of tzedakah. Elabigis were hegdish. Hanosim rather talking about the attendants of hegdish. Hanosim, which are giving. You take out Lima. Those Hanosim malach which are given to the people who do the work. Shapolim Merubin that the workers are a lot. Ulam malacha for the malachos harbor for many different works. The godren for walling, the heaven and for digging into the stones, the soften for carrying things on their shoulders, the tamarim and for camel drivers, liknos eitzim to acquire wood, the avni maktiv and stone quarrying. We have shalom at all the cheshbon. It's impossible to stand on the calculation of everything. It's just one person. Can the mean about in general? Balabai start with Paul of Huva and she. That the owner of the house is troubled with his workers. He forgets every who's working where, and he forgets. Rabbi Shem it says they didn't ask, they wouldn't calculate with the men which they give or to who do they give, as the Katzif al Yadam through them. Let's say Malach to give to people who work, Kiba Amanah most of the do with trust. Amr Velazar Malazar Afishish, the Adam Gizbar, that money was always the person is a trusted attendant in his house. Yitzur v'yimna, he should bundle it up and count everything, make sure. Rashi says Yitzur v'yimna, Katzif Shu most be other the money which is given to his hand, he should count it and bundle it up. But after email, the Cheshbon is not going to come with him to a calculation. Afterwards, see how much was spent and where. Yitzur Yimna still should bundle it up and count it. Stammer of Yitzur Yimna says and they bundle it up and count it. But Hadav and Oscar was the case of Hamituchan Hamasukan Hamone Ayidi. And afterwards they give them money which is fixed, money which was counted, about an Ayidi Osi Malacha through the people who do the work. They would give it out. But first thing is to get counted and bundle it, and then they give it to these people, and then those people give it out. Okay. Amravuna, as it says in our passage, I guess before they give it out, they bundle it and counted it. Amravuna, when it says both of them in the zonas, then both in the pesos, you count. When it says you search for, you check the Ani's claim in regards to food. If he wants food, we check him. It doesn't really need. In Muslims says we don't check him out in regards to garments. Anybody say Makrabi, you might say Mitzvah. If you want to say it's a pasuk, if you want it to pasuk, and if you want to say it's a logic, meaning it's both a logic and a pasuk. Anybody say Mitzvah, if you want to say it's a pasuk, it's logic. High kumavazi, this says it's degraded. High low kumavazi, this says not degraded. When he's not eating, it's not going to degrade him. People are going to look at him the same. He's hungry, but not very much different. If he's got no clothes on, that's going to be a big problem. Other people are going to embarrass him. Everybody's democrat, if you want to say it's a positive, hello bad pairs, the Rav Nachman says, didn't you separate to the poor people your bread? Bishin ksiv perish, and with a shin it's written when it says paris is to divide out or give out, and parish with a shin is when the word pirish like explain. So parish v'hader havla. You first explain it and prove it, or like explain that this is really the case. V'hader havla, and then you give it to this ani. Rashi says both can the Jonas in Bala, and even the Amr for saying if a ani comes and says feed me, both can l'shalol yarami check them out. They shouldn't be a tricker. In both can we don't check out for a garment. But if a person comes to Amr for saying and then says give me clothes, local me out to buy him clothes immediately. Parish. Explain. Dorish Rakaka Tzila, you darshan and delve into it first. And afterwards you give it to him. Rabbi Yehuda says, both of them we search for clothes, we check him out, make sure he's okay to give him the clothes, and he really needs them, and we don't check out for food. Everybody's same as far, everybody's same as far. If you want it to positive, if you want it to logic, if you want it to, it's a positive. So he says the other way. And he says again, it's both a positive and a logic. Everybody's same as far. If you want to say it's logic, haikim mitzar, this one's in pain, so meaning the person who's starving is in pain. Haikim mitzar, this one's not in pain, the person is naked, but he's not really in pain. Everybody's same as far. If you want it to positive, how to say here it says hello paris. Didn't you separate for the poor people your bread? Paris alter Karina, meaning it says when the word paris is separate immediately, and like we read it. Don't read it as perishes the other person read it. I mean, read it as it's as we read it, as we change it to in the reading. The paris to like separate. Mahasam Ksiv in there it writes Kisira armed with and when you see a naked person, you should cover him. Because when it's seen to you, Rashi says, She'enu Rama is not a trigger. Tanya Gavas is Rabbi Yehuda, there's a price that supports Rabbi Yehuda. Okay. Amr Klus is anyone who says, clothe me, both can ask him to search after him. Panasadian, both when it says feed me, or like give me support, then we don't search him out. Because I guess he's in pain, like Rabbi Yehuda says, and the other and the Psukim are mashler. No, so we learned in the Bryce over there. So it's not in the house. We learned in the Mishnah over there? Yeah. And posting on the over Malcolm, you can't go less when for a poor person is going from one place to another. Me kikar b'punyan in the amount of one kikar for in a punyan amount. That's as much you have to give. Rashi says the kikar the punyan, one kikar for a punyan. Kikar halakuach b'punyan. That's one kikar. Actually, I missed part of the sentence. When the case is that you can get 4 saws for 1 saw. Okay, let's see what Rashi says. Megillah Hanikach punyan, which is from a bread which can be bought with one punyan, Kishalokim Iversalim Bekitim, when you put by 4 saws of chitin, besal with 1 saw of coin. Megillah punyan, Chati kav, when it comes out to the punyan, for 1 punyan, you get half a kav. Shasela Memchas Sun punyanim, because Wasela we know is 48 punyans. But Arbasoyim Memchas Chati kav, and 4 saws is 48, is 48 half, is 48 kav, half kav. The Chavani should in the Ofa, and the Chavani which grinds, Ofa bakes, and Mocha and sells Bashuk in the marketplace, Mishtakar Mouth, so he's going to gain half of it, so he's going to cut the thing in what you get in half, and he's going to take half of it for himself. Harishanos and Kika Sharova Kav, he gives a dough of a fourth of a kav with a punyan, because the punyan is worth like half a kav for the grain, and then the baking and everything is going to cost you half of that, so you get a quarter of a kav. So, okay, back in the Gemara. Lon, no sin lo panslino. If he goes to sleep, we give him the support for the night, if we're sleeping at night. My panslino, what does it mean to support for the night? To stay overnight. I'm gonna cover up. It says for you beside that means a bed and I think it means linen and a pillow. Beside is saying it's a pillow. Beside is kindness. Let's say smear. Shosef actually Rashi says. Parnas Lisan Sarka Lina the needs for sleeping. A base side is carved, let's say Mishosam has a pillow to put for his head, or actually lung to Rashi before was to lie that night. So he's sleeping at night. Okay, back in the Gemara. Shabbos no sin lo mazim sholosh shurus on Shabbos to give him the food for 3 meals. Tonight Tana im hayama machaz galabazacham ein lo nizkakum. If he was going after if he knows how to beg on the doors, then we don't attach ourselves to him. He knows enough how to support himself. We'll get from the people he's begging from. Einos in Rashi says it takes most men a kupa to get money from the stock box after Shalom after he's learned to go out to the doors. Then Bukas will have enough with that, and we don't need to give any more. Okay, how any other was a 4 person the Makazer was going around on the doors. Okay. The Oslo made it a public in front of Papa. Lomas they wouldn't attach him to himself. Only the Sama Raider of Yeva, some the son of Yeva said, and Papa Jim Papa, Imarlo Mizakale, if Master doesn't attach himself to him, and if the Queen of Mizakale, no other person will attach himself to him. Lamos Lay, should he die? Yeah, should he die? I mean in hunger? One time when the Gemara uses responding back, what do you mean? How can I support him? If there was a 4 person going around on the doors, and he's you're not attached to him. Unlike in itself, a little on the ton of group, you're not attached to him to give him a real big support thing and to pay off for all the meals he needs. When the Skazan Lilam and Tanam Webs, you are attached to him to give him a small donation so that people will know that he's okay, he's an okay person, and not you can give him money. Rashi says if you parnasa, even for a parnasa, what does the Zion do? Okay. Ravasi Lilam even on the other mats. Well, Ravasi says a person should never hold himself back. Well, let's say Shlish is a shekel, Bashana to give him a third of a shekel every year. Shem as the Apostle says, Vamad new Aleinu mitzvahs, and he stood on us. And we also establish mitzvahs upon ourselves. Let's say Aleinu Shlish is to give ourselves a third of shekel, Bashana of the year, a third of a shekel for the year. Lavod is basically allocated for the service of the house of God. Ravasi says, Shukula can Sidaka can I get all mitzvahs, if Sidaka is equal to all the mitzvahs, remember the pasuk that Shlish is a shekel b'shana the word is a Ravasi says, Shukula Sidaka can I get all the mitzvahs, Sidaka is equal to all the mitzvahs, remember V'ma'adatana w'aleinu mitzvahs, and we put for ourselves on ourselves a mitzvah, we establish ourselves a mitzvah on ourselves. Mitzvah and Geziv Khan. It doesn't say mitzvah. It says mitzvah el mitzvahs. Rather, the plural mitzvahs, so it's equal to all the mitzvahs. Simin Gadol Mikdash Moshe. It's a simin for the what's coming tomorrow. Amr Rabbi Elazar says, "Golam Yosef min ham oisus." It's greater someone who makes someone do something better than the person actually does. Shnam, as the Father says, "V'haya ma'isa tzedakah shalom," and the actions of the causing of tzedakah was peace. Yeah. The avodas of tzedakah hashkin, and the service of actual tzedakah should be serenity. Uvasach harolam, and the trust and insurance forever, like that will be entrusted. Zaka, hello, perish the Ram. And if you're Zoka and you do the right thing, then isn't it be that you'll separate to the poor people, to the starving people, your bread? Lo Zoka, if you're not Zoka, v'aniyacha merudim tabi mayis, and then it will be that aniyim which are trouble will come to your house, or not? Aniyim which are, I'm using this on the computer, but not this because I need to see the translation of it. What a pasukim. Merudim tabi mayis, and the poor that are cast out of your house, you'll bring to the house. So no, the poor which are cast out, you'll bring to the house. So meaning, if you're not Zofa, you're going to bring those things, which refers to soldiers. Rashi says, this is the rulership of Rome. That they're crying all the time, give me, give me. We need. Merudim means cast out. Kon pointa, complaint. Kamo balaz, and laz. Kamo arid v'shifli. Okay, I'm not sure. Unbelievable. The Rabbi said to the people of Mechuzah, I request of you, work with each other, in order that you should be I guess, do acts of kindness, if we're translating this, in order to be peace with the kingship. Rabbi Elazar says, the time the Beit HaMikdash was around, Adam Shokol Shekel, a person would take his shekel, or count, gives the shekel to the temple, and Mizgabel would atone for him. Al Shushain Beit HaMikdash, now we don't have a Beit HaMikdash around. In Moshe and Tzedakah, if they do Tzedakah Mutav, then it's fine. In Lav, and if they're not doing Tzedakah, then the nations of the world are going to come and take it by force, with their hands, with their arms, and steal it. But even if they do this, even still, natural tzedakah still counts as if it was for tzedakah. Shem, as the Pasuk says, "V'negashti tzedakah," and I will make your oppressors charity. So they will take it with zerah. I'm not sure if that means they're going to take it for themselves, and then still it's counting as charity, or if they're going to give it somehow to the poor somehow. I don't know. Amr Rabbi says, "This matter was told to me by Ula. Mishaga Urchasedim, who would Mishagish or Chassidim, who distort, who perverted the ways of his mother." Let's see, Rashi says. From Sheish is calling this Hakli. Olil Hamishagish Tafliyim, that to be that he's someone who causes to distort the ways of his mother. Shigaram, because he caused the Tosim Midal Shanasha to change it to move away from the ways of other women. Kiddush comments we're going to say later on. What does Dal do? Law Lahatas to turn ways of other women and then the mitzvahs is being bashed. We're going to see later. Mishagish Rashi says, Lashon Mahuma Vishigayan mustn't to be confused and mistaken. No, Mishigan and like wild. Okay, Mishmei Rabbi Elazar said that in the name of Rabbi Elazar. Minus it was from the Pasuk. Gilbush Nafal Kesherin. And those who were, and he adorned Kishrin. No, Kashirion. and he adorned charity like the coat of mail. Okay, what does that mean? The say to you, Mashirians, they're just like this armor, coat of mail. People each piece of each skin or each scale. It's the ref is the Shirion combines to be a big suit of armor. After that, until the Dach will call Pruta, every single Pruta, and Sref is the Peshman. God will count together to be a big Peshman of a very big amount. And the Clean Armor Mehafel, it says from here, Ubeged Adim Kol Tiklosafa, and like the clothes in all of our charity is as a polluted garment, it's like a polluted garment. Okay, Beged Adim, a polluted garment. Rash says, Adim Targimin and Vyasar, it teaches it's translated as you should remove, but Ade, like we translate Vyasar, like we translate Vyasar Ade, we change Vyasar to man, remove to man to Ba'ade. Another way to say removed. Mechain Ma'ada, I mean, in Tirgum, that's how you say it. Mechain Ma'ada Beged B'yom Para, and says similarly remove the Beged in a bad day, in the day of calling, sorry, or when it happens. Mikomako Makish Tzedakah LeBeged, it's still anyway, the point is it's connected, Tzedakah to Beged, Tzedakah to Tzedikim LeBeged, Hagan the Tzedakah of the Tzedikim to a proper Beged. Nim called to the Masenu. Okay, Mam Beged Zev. Meaning the pasuk really means the beged the diyam called to consider when like a garment which is polluted or taken off is all its tzedakah. But the point is that beged and tzedakah in the same pasuk. My beged that just that we know about beged. Call name of the name of tzedakah is the beged. All every single string comes out combines to make a big beged. After tzedakah, so tzedakah called fruit and tzedakah is the all combines to make one big amount of tzedakah. Amai kar la ula. Ola Mishagi Sharafa Sudim. Why is it called him someone who distorted the ways of his mother, which means he caused the distorted ways of his mother. How do we know that in Mitzvah the days of his counting? A person as Mitzvah has an affliction that's going to either he didn't confirm it yet. He's going to count and check. He's being locked up to see if it's going to be a real confirmed mitzvah. He's counting. No, sorry, he did confirm. Now he's coming out of the confirmation, and he's trying to be retired. It's going to take 7 days, clean days. Rasha's major tipura, the days of his counting. B'shivas yom, the 7 days should be haris tipurim, which is between the doing of the purification of the birds. Lavas karbanos to bring his karbanos. He brings the birds, goes to the mikvah and stuff, and then brings the karbanos. Bishlam bechaluta isker shlemesh. It makes sense why he should matame people when the days when he's decided to be a matzora, and everyone and the Kohen decided he hasn't become pure yet, because it's connected to mace. The tame alcohol to be matame even when they're in the same tent together, the person and the matzora. When he's done the purification, starting the purification. So now how do we know that he's matame? Amalo says to them, "Hoil matame garments." Rishes responded to him since he matame garments. Rashi says the Hobby Yom B'Shvik is because it says on the 7th day, the Kibbutz forgot the initial washes his clothes, which means he should go to the mikvah. So we see that his clothes were tamei until he goes to the mikvah, and he was matamening those clothes. The pasuk is basically implying that he has to put his clothes in the mikvah afterwards, because before now he's been making them tamei until this 7th day is up, and he's ready to bring the karbanos. Okay. Mitam Adam. So since that's true, so obviously it's Mitam Adam. It's an assumption that if you can Mitam clothes, Mitam Adam. Amalei says back to me, maybe the tumah when it's attached is different. Being the clothes on him, Rashi says, going big to Levusha, for example, the clothes of his that he's wearing. Harry Hank and most of they're like him. I will Shabagan the other clothes, and they'll give him if he would touch them. But similarly touch the person, Lomatama, he wouldn't become that person. Hey, they'll agree with you. Shari Hamazin the Vela, when it moves a corpse, no, sorry, a dead a non-shafted animal. And it says the one who carries their dead bodies, meaning the animal's dead body. You can't be should wash his clothes, meaning his clothes become tummy. If you move it and carry and move it with, let's say, a stick. We don't find that a person moving under a non-shafted animal should become an avatum of the time the other shall begun to become a man or other clothes, except for the ones he's wearing. If he moves it, then he's become his clothes he's wearing, but not the other ones. The hesed available, Marsh continues because it brings the proof that and Rashi quoted this part. The hesed available because the moving of a dead animal. Yeah, the mitam is closed. The mitam adam doesn't become the time of people. It's only if he moves the animal, he becomes the clothes he's wearing. Amalei said back to them the el sheretz the mitam adam, but what about sheretz? Then mitam is person. Mitam is a person. How do we know? How do we know that? La mishum. Isn't that because the mitam is adam, mitam is closed, and that's how we did it. So to give mitam is closed, mitam adam. Amalei. The fact that sheretz the head sheretz it says it straight out. Oh, you should share yigam b'chol sheretz, or a man who touches any sheretz. So we see okay. I mean, basically it says if man touches sheretz, he's gonna be tummy. El Shuk was there, Mitami on them. Rabbi Shuk was there that Mitam is a person known how do we know? La Mishum the whole Mitam is on because since Mitam is closed, Mitam other Mitam is a person. Amalei Shuk was there Nami Behedik Simbe. Shuk was there also it says straight out. Awish, it says or the extra word or a man. Rabbi says no to include someone who touches it. Shuk was there Mitam the Rashi says V'chol bang and v'chol or Asher Yeh Allah Shuk was there and all garments and all skin or leather which will have on it shafazera, and it says about it in the third time. The head exhibit this in says it straight out. Nami to have a much the mifrach, and the same thing that Ravina could have asked. The hom don't so much begadim, lo domi the begadim to be made. This mitam of garments is not the same as garments as the garments which are in from the time when he's counting to purify himself by in Torah. The habegadim the hach because the begadim over here that you're becoming tummy through this sheretz. Lav bigdil of sheretz are not the clothes which are worn by the sheretz. They're not worn yet. But tumah magahu, it's not attached type of tumah. It's the tumah which comes from the sheretz touching them, not wearing them. Wearing, we're trying to say, is special. El the difamine kamosuli, but the better than this they asked, and anyway, this is not going to be a good proof. Ahadle b'dichuso responded to him with jokingly and saying, "You aren't getting very good at this." Rashi says, "Mahadli Rav Aflava, the Rav Sheshes Aflava was responding to Rav Sheshes with the inclusive laughing, jokingly. Vishai Rav Sheshes Nechshel with Shavasa because Rav Sheshes was stumbling with his responses, making mistakes. All the times Rav Sheshes became weak in his mind, meaning he felt bad. Ishtuk Rav Aflava, Rav Aflava by Ami became mute. V'Yisyaker Talmud, and he forgot all his learning. After Ime come back to Tamei, his mother came and was crying in front of Rav Sheshes. She cried and cried, but Wash was blind, he didn't care about her. And he wanted to concern himself. Amalei said to her, Chazu lahadi v'chadai, the matzah today, look at these chest things that you nursed from. Barach Melech, and then when he saw that, then he asked for mercy upon her, upon Rav Bar Ami. And he was cured. With the Asanallah, the Matis in Rashi says she yanka to him that he is yonik from them, he nursed from them. The Hanichadai, I'm sorry, I missed two. Asya Imei de Rav Sheshes. The mother of Rav Sheshes actually came. Sovka Kamei, she's Paululaha. I missed one more before that. Okay. Ishtuk Rav Afla, Rav became mute. Nasa even became mute. Asya Imei, the mother came to Rav Sheshes, the mother. Sovka Kamei, so it wasn't Rav Afla, it was Rav Sheshes' mother. Sovka Kamei, she cried in front of him. She's Paululaha that she prayed for Rav Afla. The Hanikladai, Hadonim Halolu Chadai, okay, these chastings. Chadai Tirgum shall Chaza, the Chazai is a translation of Chazai chest, Chazai chest things, or chest. The mat is menene kin yon, she yon come him, he was nursing him. But I don't know, but also now that we've come to this, okay, Rashi says, the Afri Shabali Yaday, now let's come to hand Shayla to this question. The Kova Gemara said in the Gemara, Minon the Matama Adam, how do we know that it is Matama Amma, odd man? That was all to answer the question, why is he called someone who distorted his mother from the not normal way of women? Because he caused her to do this and to ask for him to pray for the afterlife. But now the question comes back to why is a Mitzora who is becoming a Sipuro and is coming to entire himself, why is he actually Matama Adam? Manula, so also on Manula, how do we know this? Because it's not in the Bryce, as we learned in the Bryce, Shimini Yosai, Homer, Shimini Yosai says, Never keep it because of the Macy, where it says washing the clothes in days in regards to the days of counting after during the purification process. The number keep it because of the Macy, and it says can't washing your clothes during the time when you are when he's to confirm Mitzvah. Malaham and Matama Adam, just so we know about when he's to confirm Mitzvah, he's Matama Adam because we said he's compared to a dead body. Afkan Matama Adam, so to here, he is Matama Adam even during the Sipur days of counting. Rashi's never keep it because we make. So Sipur says we washing clothes in days of counting. While I be on my feet, here's the positive, and it was on the 7th day. Yigal Chaspisar, that's called Sharo, he should shave all his hair. Remember, keep it begadim. Lamalan says washing clothes earlier beyond Taras, but to pour him at the day when the time when he's being purified by the birds. Because she also mitomas hafla when he's leaving the confirmed terma, the kibbutz samataras megadim, and he should wash the person who's leaving the with his clothes. So it says 2 times. One when he's starting the tarishin process with the birds, 7 days before the korbanos. He goes in then, once into the mikvah, and also at the end of that, he goes in the Ganatam. So it keeps on time to connect the confirmed Mitzvah to the one who's counting. And say they both are like the confirmed one in that the confirmed we know is like a mace. So to this one, and it's Matam Adam, so to this one is Matam Adam. Amr Velad says, God the host, it's not going to say greatest for someone who does tzedakah in private. Yosef Moshe Rabbeinu even more than Moshe Rabbeinu. Even Moshe Rabbeinu, but even if it was be by Moshe Rabbeinu, in regards to Moshe Rabbeinu, because if it says, Kigartim Mibneah, because I hid because of or I was afraid because of the the fame of the anger and the other types of anger. And Rashi actually says, the Gionyois caution are 2 legions which are hard. Namely, far min they are to pay back from the people who sin. But Ilubos is tzedakah, and if in regards to the people who do tzedakah, meaning what about people who do tzedakah? Because the pasuk says, "Mantam b'seisi yiflaf," the one who gives in private, he will like extinguish anger. V'shachad b'chik kama aza, and shochat and a bribe in the I forget, like in his lap of the anger which is strong. So we'll see how to read this in Rashi later. And it's arguing on Rabbi Yitzchak. The Rabbi Yitzchak says, it says he holds that anger can be extinguished or stopped. Can be pacified, is how they're translating. But the other type of anger doesn't get pacified. Remember, the Pasuk says, and when it says, and a bribe in his lap, I guess, there still is a great anger. Even though there's a bribe in his, like on him in his possession, Pema Azu still is Pema Azu. And even though he's got a bribe, meaning he's paid some charity, still there's Pema Azu, Pema strong. Rashi says, even though there's a bribe in his lap or whatever, Shul to tzedakah b'seis, that meaning he's doing tzedakah privately, and he's giving a bribe to Hashem, a sort of bribe. Pema Az is still the the anger is very strong. Adayin who, or this legion is very strong. Adayin who, but the kufa is still in his, the kufa is still in his strength. Rabbi Lazar Sover, and Rabbi Lazar before who didn't do this and didn't have this drush and held that it got rid of both. He held the high shofan b'cheg arishon. This pasuk of the shofan b'cheg, and the shofan is in his lap. Arishah is going on the resha. V'shofan b'cheg yichpa, and meaning it means to say that if there's a bird in his lap, then it will pacify. Klema has a strong anger, strong klema. Another way to learn this is Amr Yisrael says, "Kol dayin shenotel shofan." Any dayan which takes a bride, maybe chema azul is going to bring great anger to the world, or strong chema, that legion to the world. Remember the pasuk says the shofak b'feit, and if there's a bribe on his person or on him, then it's going to cause. I guess during a court case, that's going to cause chema to be in the world. Amr Yitzchak, Kol anosim put one in. When Yitzchak says, so anyone who gives the fruit to a poor person, his brachos shesh brachos gets blessed with six brachos. On the pies of the dvarm, when it appeases him with words, his brachos gets blessed with 16. This year gets blessed with 11 brachos. Anosim put one in his brachos shesh brachos. One who gives the fruit to a poor person gets blessed with six brachos. This says the pasuk says, Halal Pirish, isn't it explained ago? Okay. I guess meaning how perish the Rav Rachmach, what you mentioned earlier, isn't it that you should give to the poor? Is it not that your bread? Is it not to share your bread with the hungry? Okay, that's what I'm translating. Vaniyam Murudim Talibas, and the vaniyam which are cast out are brought into the house will go, and the rest of it they take out let go. Kisira arm, when you see a poor person, okay, and you should cover them. And now there's the next part of the first verse which is brought in by the Bach. Od Yivaka Kishachar, or then it will break out like morning your light. That's one. Baruchus Mahira Timsmach, and you're like straight, everything being going right will be quickly flourish. Bahalu Panecha Tzidkacho, and isn't in front of you your righteousness. That's three. V'kavan Hashem Yaspecha, and the honor of Hashem will gather you. That's four. Ukasiv Ozdikra Hashem Yan, and then it says then Hashem will call. Tikra, Hashem, and then he will call and Hashem will answer. That's five. Teshua, V'yomer Hineni, and I guess I'll say Hineni is Hashem will answer with the Teshua, with the saving, and say Hineni. I guess that's six. For saying Hineni. I'm not sure. Okay, but Mephiles of the Dvarim is brachos. I also have to say brachos. One who feeds them with words blessed with 11 words, 11 brachos. Remember the pasuk says, "V'tavik l'rav nafshacha," and you should give out to the. Actually, I have the pasuk here. What am I doing? Here's the last pasuk again, translated in English. Then shall your light break forth like the dawn, and your hell shall spring forth speedily. Your righteousness shall go before you, and the glory of Hashem, the glory shall be the Lord shall be your safeguard, your rear guard. Then shall you call, and the Lord shall answer. You shall cry, and you shall say, Here I am. I guess you shall cry, and you shall say, Here I am is another one. Okay. Vampires of the Dvarman repeated with words, Mizrach Valchazach brachos, gets blessed with 11 brachos. Remember the pasuk says, the top of the Rav Nafshafa, and you shall give to the starving one your soul. The Nefesh Nana B'taspia, and a soul which is afflicted, you should satiate, I guess, with words. Mizrach V'choshech, or Achlan, it will shine in darkness your lights. That's one. The Aplesufa Ketzarayim, and your darkness should be like the Your gloom shall be as noonday. And Esas Hashem Tamid B'nichach Hashem Tamid, and Lord shall the Hashem shall guide you constantly. V'yashbia b'tzich nafshecha, and your light shall shine in the no, and shall and satisfy your thirst and drought. Okay, it's be a bit like thirsty. Nafshecha your soul. Okay, that's 4. Ubanim impa karbasolim, and build from you the destroyed things of the world. That's 5. Most day door b'dor to come, and the foundations of so many and you shall raise the foundation of so many generations. Yes, that's 6. Not sure how we're getting to 11. Maybe it's in the rest of this passage. Okay, but Amr Yitzhak says, Milos if what's found in the pasuk, Lord of tzedakah because when it chases righteousness and kindness, Yitzma Yimtza Chaim tzedakah, l'chavod he'll find life, tzedakah, which seems to be other types of kindness acts, l'chavod and honor. Mishum the road of tzedakah is because it chases to do tzedakah. Yimtza tzedakah is going to find tzedakah. He's running after tzedakah. He does a lot of tzedakah. That means, therefore, he's going to find more tzedakah. Elam al means to say to you, Kol lo devach tzedakah. Then when anyone chases after to do tzedakah and trying to do really tzedakah really well, then Hakadosh Baruch Hu mamsi lo mos v'osu behen tzedakah. Hashem will give him money in order to be able to do tzedakah with him. Rav Nachman bar Yisrael Rav Nachman says, Hakadosh Baruch Hu mamsi lo b'nei adam morganim l'asas lem tzedakah. Hashem will give him proper people to give them tzedakah. Kidei l'kabel lem skara, in order to accept from them payment or like reward. Nafuki might exclude who? Nafuki mizdarish Rabbi to exclude those people that from the drasha of Rabbi, those people that the drasha of Rabbi was talking about. And Darish Rabbi made a drasha. Michael said, what is that? What's John the pasuk? You could machshul lefanecha, and it should be machshulim lefanecha. Have them made mechshalim, like stumblings in front of you. But it's a path at the time of your anger. Asabhem, do to them, and do make them stumble. So what does that mean? Amir Rabbi Yochanan Kodesh Baruch Hu Yirmiyah said in front of Hashem, Rabbanu Shalom, Master of the universe, Afilu B'Shah Shekofin as Yitzran, even in the time when they're forcing their nature, when Mavakshim Las Tzedakah, and they want to do kindness or Tzedakah, Lefanach in front of you, Hechshilim B'Bnei Adam Shein Moganim, make them stumble with people which are improper. Kadesh Lo Yikabelim Sarna, they shouldn't accept from them any reward. Rash is the topic of Rav Nashachal, who pierced the Nechumim, he pierced them with words of consolation. So meaning that's how he's translating it. V'safik the Rav Nashachal, and you go out, take out the 4 people your soul, meaning not your money, but you pierced them with words. Yim to tzedakah, he's going to find tzedakah. Mashra Yavali de Aniyas, it's Mashra that he's going to actually, so not like I was saying. He chases after tzedakah. The Mashra, he's going to find tzedakah, meaning people are going to give him tzedakah. Mashra Yavali de Aniyas, it's Mashra, he's going to come to being poor. Yim to b'nei adam sheyaslo tzedakah, and find people who give him tzedakah. Okay, that doesn't sound like a good thing. The answer is no. He'll get money, and he'll be able to give other people tzedakah even more, or he'll get proper people. Yim Chaim will find Chaim, Bali Osher, that means people of Oh, sorry, I missed one. Rabbi Shimon Levi says, "Kol regalas tzedakah, anyone who's accustomed to doing tzedakah, zochu b'havin laban and bali chachma, he'll be zoch and he'll have kids which are wise kids, bali osher, people of wealth, bali agada, people of no agada, no the agada, bali chachma, people of wisdom." The pasuk says, we'll see tomorrow. Rashi says, "V'yumach shalom lefanechem," they should summon in front of you. This is a prayer from Yirmiyah to the people he was angry at. As Anshi in Tos, he was angry at the people of Antos. Makal, he was cursing them. Shayim Avakshin, they were chasing after his soul. They wanted to kill him, and saying, "Hashem, please don't even accept the tzedakah and give them bad people to deal with, and their tzedakah won't be useful."